Wow, there's so much in the email this week. Is there any way we can get a preview of the big hits to come? Well, I think there's probably about 4 big hits there in the email. Let's see what we can do. If we go back and try to get the big picture, that's going to come from this COM 1228 Module 12 Work Plan email. Just a reminder that it's a busy month because we're going to try to get the Module 12 done in preparation for the 30% test in week 9. And just so you'll know what it is that we have coming up in the plan, this little document attached to that email will show you the activities that we plan and hope to accomplish for each of the weeks between now and the test. So you get this document and you take a good look at it, and you see that each of the activities is scheduled for a week between now and the test, and that'll help you plan ahead or get ahead or whatever you'd like to do. It's good information. And so we've got the first of our 4 emails taken care of. What's the next one? Well, we have begun working the workplace mentorship, and when you think about that tool, perhaps it's the conduit bender, and you answer the questions that I sent out in a previous email, this is what I will do with your answers. I'm already getting a few responses, and this is from, I think, a carpentry student. And so let's just see. When the carpentry student was talking about using a compound miter saw, he answered the same questions that you answered, and I said, well, you know, when you do that, it's very likely that the answers to those questions can help with the workplace mentorship requirements just to the right of the graphic, and it can help with the portfolio requirements. And how did I find out? Well, I just took the information that the carpentry student gave me, which is on the right, and I matched it up with the requirements for the workplace mentorship, which is on the left of the table, and then we matched it up with some of the portfolio requirements. So it looks, when you do a good job on that, you can cover a lot of ground. The graphic predicts maybe 10 of the 12 requirements you can begin to cover. So that's a little incentive to do a good job on that suggestion. Okay, so that was number 2 of 4. What's the number 3 of 4? Well, it's February, as we know, and COM 1228, February procedures to prepare for Test 2. We did January and Test 1, so I don't want people to assume that you know, February is the same as January, or that Test 2 is the same as Test 1. So we've sent out this little cautionary note to say that you know, there are special requirements to prepare for Test 2. Well, let's find out what they are so that we don't end up surprising ourselves at the end of the month and saying, well, I thought, well, a big thing, because we're learning the importance from Module 11 of reading carefully for content. So we'll say, well, okay, tell us, so there's some more content that we can read carefully to see how to prepare for Test 2. One of the key techniques, of course, to make things stand out is to use headings and bolds and those kind of things. So this document says that it will be necessary to use the text for Test 2. So when you're planning what you're going to do about Test 2, you know, please take into consideration that you're going to have to get a hold of a text to do Test 2. Now, the other thing is that we found that not everybody was able in January to follow the flow chart of when we wanted you to work on the activities and when we needed you to hand them in. And that's just to prevent, be fair to everybody so that everybody doesn't wait till the last minute and nobody gets satisfied. So that's going to stick to that. Now, if you know in advance, for some reason you're not going to be able to meet that, you should request in advance some kind of an exemption. After the fact, I think I'll have to ignore those because, everybody can say, well, I couldn't do it yesterday. What about tomorrow? Look ahead and say, I won't be able to do that tomorrow, Dave. What can we do about that? So let me know in advance, and maybe we can do something. If you wait until it's too late, well, I guess it'll be too late. So that's a good thing to keep track of. What kind of time requirements should I stick to in January that maybe we didn't stick to as well in January? Okay, so once we look at those three, then the other documents that are in the email are ones that will help you get the work done for Module 12. And those documents would include the documents that we'll start in class for 12.2 and 12.1 and 12.2 and 12.3 and 12.7 and 12.10. So there's an email in your inbox that will have a handout for each of those. So you can do them in the classroom with collaboration, or you can do them by sending in the email. Well, I hope that helps you understand a preview of some of the material in your email. It's always a good idea to read the material in your email anyway,